Have you ever seen loyalty tested in the cruelest way? A dog left behind in the pouring rain with nothing but fear and hope in his eyes? This story will break your heart, but it will also remind you that miracles can come when we least expect them. So stay with me until the very end. And do not forget to like this video. Subscribe for more emotional stories. And tell us in the comments where in the world you are watching from. The rain poured down in heavy sheets, drowning the streets, washing away footprints. In the middle of that storm, a car slowed down near an old bridge. Its headlights cut through the darkness, and then suddenly stopped. The door opened, and a man stepped out, his jacket shielding him from the downpour. Behind him, a small German shepherd pup wagged his tail, happy to follow. He thought it was another walk, another moment of love. But he was wrong. The man bent down, whispered something, and with one quick shove, pushed the dog into the mud. Before the pup could understand, the door slammed, the engine roared, and the car disappeared into the night. The little dog stood there, confused, soaked to the bone. His eyes searched the road, waiting for his owner to return. But all that answered was the endless rain. He barked once, twice, then whined, then sat, trembling, staring at the empty road, as if his loyalty could bring the man back. Hours passed. The rain grew colder. The dog wandered to the bridge, curling himself under it, shivering, his fur dripping, his paws muddy. Every sound made him lift his head, footsteps, cars, voices, only to realize none of them were the one he was waiting for. Hunger gnawed at his stomach. Fear clouded his mind, but he still waited. He still hoped. Then something unexpected happened. A group of children passing by saw him huddled under the bridge. "Mama, look," one of them cried. Their mother came closer, holding an umbrella, her eyes widening at the sight of the trembling creature. The pup raised his head, ears flat, eyes wide, ready for another rejection. But instead, the woman knelt down, stretched her hand, and softly said, "It is okay. You are safe now." The dog hesitated. He wanted to trust, but betrayal still burned in his memory. Slowly, carefully, he stepped forward, his paws sinking into the wet ground. And when her hand finally touched his soaked fur, the dog let out a broken whimper, as if every ounce of fear and pain poured out in that moment. The children gasped, wrapping their arms around him, whispering promises of love he had never heard before. The woman carried the dog home, wrapped him in warm blankets, fed him gently, and gave him a place by the fireplace. For the first time in what felt like forever, the German shepherd closed his eyes without fear. The crackling fire replaced the sound of thunder. The soft hands replaced the cold raindrops, and the warmth of kindness replaced the emptiness of betrayal. Days passed, then weeks. The little pup grew stronger, his fur shinier, his eyes brighter. He began to run in the garden with the children, to bark joyfully when the door opened, to curl beside the woman every night. The rain that once nearly ended him became a distant memory, washed away by the flood of love. But destiny had one more twist. One evening, the family was driving home when they stopped at a red light. A car pulled up beside them. The dog, sitting in the back seat, suddenly stiffened. His eyes locked on the driver. It was him, the man who had abandoned him. The man's face went pale as recognition flashed across his eyes. The dog growled softly, not in fear, but in defiance, as if to say, "You left me in the storm, but I found the sun." The light turned green, and the family's car moved forward, leaving the man behind. The pup rested his head on the children's lap, no longer chained to the past. He had found something stronger than betrayal. He had found love, and love had saved him. And that, my friends, is the story of a dog abandoned in the rain, but saved by the kindness of strangers. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who loves animals. Subscribe for more emotional true stories, and tell us in the comments, do you believe that sometimes the greatest families are not the ones we are born into, but the ones who choose us? Because sometimes what begins in the storm ends in the warmth of a home.